CMC has a unique capability in the ability not only to make aluminum nitride ceramic material, but also to have all the complementary technologies in place to metallize and to braze, etc., to make that product, that technology into a whole spectrum of unique products. Not only are we utilizing that currently in the RF marketplace, which is really our core market, but we're also finding a wide range of other applications where a high thermal conductivity, non-toxic, electrically insulating material is useful. One of the core areas we're looking at now for expanding our product line is in areas that have to do with optics, such as laser diode submounts.
Initially at CMC, we were building our components manually. We started off with just a wand, a vacuum wand, and assembling them totally manually. As demand grew, we then went into some small automation, but still manual. And then we realized that as the customers were coming back and asking for more products, that we were going to have to purchase these manual assisted machines, and there were going to be just too many of them, and we're going to have an army of people to do this. So we then decided to go with automation to do this.
We evaluated a number of different technologies, a number of different companies, and one of the core features of the Assembly-On machine was the ability to handle the tiny braze preforms effectively. And that was a real issue we saw with some of the competitors in not being able to pick up that very small 1.5 mil thick foil and precisely place it on the lead frame as our application requires.
So in searching, we came up with Assembly-On, and then dug a little bit more information and found out that you guys had a machine that could do this.
I received a phone call from Gabe Carrasco, Manufacturing Engineering Manager at CMC Wireless, and he was looking for a means to automate his assembly of the ceramic component. We had some dialogue over the phone, learned that he was currently assembling the product with manual pick-and-place equipment, so I had a pretty good idea that this was something that we could help him with and give him some substantial improvement in quality as well as throughput. After our dialogue, because he was located pretty close by to my office, I actually arranged to meet with him that afternoon, saw his operation, and recognized that there was going to be some applications engineering involved, but that it looked like a pretty doable application. So we arranged to get some sample components shipped out to Assembly-On for evaluation.
I first heard of CMC Wireless through our representative, Glenn Clevenger, who brought a set of parts, sample parts from CMC, sent them to me and asked, would it be possible that we could assemble these products using our machines? It's certainly a non-standard application for our surface mount machines.
Some of the tolerances on their products were very tough to work with. They were actually outside of the machine's published parameters. But due to the accuracy of our machines, we were able to provide them with a solution that was both satisfactory for them and allowed us to show the capabilities of our equipment.
I wanted a machine that I could use with other components that we were running through here. And I sent another set of components, and they looked at them, and with those components in mind, they then advised that we went with the Emerald instead of the Topaz. The Topaz is a little faster, but the Emerald was a little bit more flexible.
Well, the first thing that came to mind was the lead frame is a very unusual shape, and it's sort of like a bow tie, and there's no material in the middle of the component. So in order to actually pick and place the part, we had to pick off-center of the component. So I had to do some work with the vision files to enlarge the search window and to ensure that the vision algorithm would actually see this type of unusual component. Luckily, our vision system is very flexible and allows us to do custom algorithms, which is what I used in this case.
After several months of development on this project, which entailed custom vision files, communicating with CMC and an additional design on their hour boat or carrier system for this product. CMC came to Assembleon in Alpharetta, Georgia for training on their equipment. During this training, we were able to interface with CMC Wireless and help tweak their program and their process so that their design was more robust when they went back to their facility.
I had 2 students from CMC that came to a general SMT application class, and soon thereafter we recognized that CMC's application was not the true SMT application.
The classes in Alpharetta were great. They answered every question. The very first section of it was the comprehensive user, and I went through a lot of stuff, just the basics. The second part, the online programming, they completely customized it to our application.
Another part of the training that we really liked was the user training that they gave us was perfect for coming back to Phoenix and using the same guidelines to train our operators on. It's very easy training. The operators picked up on it pretty quickly, and the documents that Assembleon provides with the Emerald, the step cards and whatnot, make it really easy for just about anybody to be able to operate the equipment. We've looked at actually the step cards we receive with the Emerald. We're looking to implement that format to the rest of our equipment in the building, rather than the standard SOPs we were using that are just full of text and just stuff that really no operator's ever going to read.
What we did next, after we had them in class, is realizing their application, we set up a separate classroom for the 2 students from CMC and dedicated a machine and concentrated on what they do, what their job is, and what their application is.
They even brought in the Emerald X from the demo room because they didn't have the machine that was on our floor. So they made every effort to make sure that we had the machine that was, in our building, in our training room.
Worked out great. As a matter of fact, the gentlemen were very happy because we took an application program that had been developed. One of our applications engineers had been working on it. Then they came to class. We took a copy of that program and worked on it a little more. And at the end, we were producing their board. We were producing building the component that they were building, and they were able to copy it once they refined it in the classroom and take it back to the company.
The attitude and the professionalism of the employees of Assembleon that we've dealt with, support employees, engineers, has been fantastic. We've gotten excellent support. Any questions or issues, we've either gotten a very quick answer on the telephone, or we've had engineers out here to help us with problems. CMC offers a total solution by having not only the full spectrum of technology capabilities, but also the ability to leverage our ability to make this unique ceramic material.